If you're looking to get the beautiful new Minecraft flowers, or just enough TorchFlower seeds to breed yourself a couple more Sniffers, then this is about as simple and efficient as it gets. For this build, these are the materials you're gonna need. This is for the base size, which is 10 by 10, but you can make it as big as you want it. These dirt blocks can be replaced with any of these blocks here. And these stripped cherry wood and stone bricks are simply building blocks, so you can replace them with whatever solid blocks you want to. As I said, this farm is about as simple as it gets, so we're going to go ahead and start with the most complicated part. This will be your minecart unloader system, and it's the only thing that we're actually going to put into the ground. So you'll want to start off with 2 chests just like that, then head over here, break this block, and put a hopper pointing into them. Out of your hopper, you're going to want to take your 1 comparator and point it out of it this way into this block, which we're going to go ahead and replace with our stone brick block. Then from there, we're going to break that block, put a torch underneath it, put a block on top of it, put a block on top of this comparator, then take your redstone repeater and point it this way into this block. That is your entire minecart unloader system, and it's the most complicated part out of the way. Now you're going to want to take your powered rails and point them this direction out of this hopper. We're going to put 2 right there. Then we're going to take our normal rails and we're going to count down 10 in that direction, including these powered rails. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're just going to go ahead and loop these back 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you're going to just keep doing that until you've gone 10 blocks in that direction over there. Now on this 10th run, we're actually going to go and turn it this direction until we come back and meet this powered rail. Now you're not going to have quite enough of the normal rails to do that, and that's because you got to put all of your powered rails in. So we're going to go ahead and count from here 6 over. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where our powered rail is going to be. So you're going to want to go ahead and break that block out and break 1 more block underneath it and place a redstone torch right there. You're going to do that every 2 blocks. So we'll go 1, 2, and then here on this 3rd block right there. 1, 2, and then here on this 3rd block, we'll go right there. And then 1, 2, and here on this 3rd block, we'll go there. Now you can go ahead and replace those blocks and put your powered rails on top of them just like so. Now once you've got this completed, you're going to want to go ahead and put your hopper minecart on top and just make sure that it is good and makes it all the way around a couple of times. Once we see that it's not going to stop, we know that we've done this properly and we can go ahead and move to the next step of the tutorial. For this next step, you're going to take all of your dirt blocks and you're going to put them over every single rail that you have. Once you've put your dirt over the top of your rails, you should have a 10 by 10 square. With that square, you're going to want to go ahead and build a 2 tall wall all the way around it with your other building blocks. With that wall done, you're going to want to place torches 3 blocks away from every single corner just to keep things from spawning. Now, if you have some moss blocks available, it's a good idea to place a couple of them in this area. They are not necessary, but if you place your sniffer eggs on top of them, it actually cuts the time that the egg takes to hatch in half. Once you've placed your sniffer eggs on top of the moss or any other block if you don't have moss available, you're going to have to wait for them to hatch, which will be 20 minutes on any block other than moss and 10 minutes on moss. While we're waiting for those to hatch, we can go ahead and set our minecart rail down here below it, and that'll start moving back and forth, ready to collect our flower seeds once they're available. Eventually, your eggs are going to hatch into snifflets, which will take 40 minutes to grow up into full-grown sniffers, and they won't do anything for you until they are full-grown sniffers. Though, if you happen to have a bunch of extra TorchFlower seeds, you can go ahead and feed them to the sniffer in order to speed up their growth, though it's not incredibly cheap. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, yeah. This guy's a little bit greedy, but yeah, I mean, it does work, kind of, sometimes. Oh, there he goes. Eventually, these sniffers are going to go ahead and find something to sniff up for you, and it will then root the seeds out, and they will be collected by the minecart beneath it. After every time a sniffer finds one of the seeds for you, it's going to take another 8 minutes before it's able to find another one, so you're going to want to get as many sniffers in here as possible, though you don't want to have so many that they get too crowded and aren't able to move around. If you get to that point, I would recommend making this place just a little bit bigger. Once you've got your first 2 fully grown sniffers, you're going to want to go ahead and feed them some torchflower seeds. That is, once they have actually pulled some up for you, and you'll be able to get yourself another sniffer egg and plant it down on the moss. The farm can take quite a while to produce a lot of flowers for you, so the more sniffers you can get in here, the better. Now, all that's left is to wait for your minecart to pick up those precious flower seeds and deposit them into your chest. To grow either of these brand new plants, they are farmland and you will actually have to plant them as such. So if we go ahead and plant these seeds here, then we can go ahead and bone meal them, and voila. When we break them, all we're gonna get is that flower. We're not gonna get any seeds for them, unfortunately. And if you do break the seeds before they're fully grown, you will just get the seeds back. For more info about Minecraft 1.20, make sure to click on that playlist on screen right now to check out my hardcore Let's Play, because I'm doing everything that we possibly can in Minecraft 1.20. I'll see you over there.